Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to a little bit of tea and tarot time with Julie. Grab yourself a cup of tea. I got a cup of tea here, coffee, whatever it is you want. This is a random message for everybody, whoever finds this. All right, it's not for any particular sign. If the message resonates, it's for you. If it doesn't, it's not. It's a timeless message. So if it doesn't resonate now, maybe come back to it in a few days, see if it resonates then. So let's have a little look what Spirit want to share with you at this time. All right, I'm using the Marchetti Tarot. What do we want to share, please? What do you want to tell people at this time? Whoever is drawn to this reading, the message for them. What do you want to say, please? All right, so we've got the Four of Cups, the World, and the Hermit. Tell me more. We've got the Ten of Coins, the Tower, and the Magician. There's a lot of power going on here, a lot of power. We've got four major arcana cards here. All right, what else do you want me to say? Let's have, what do we want? We want angel card now. That's unusual. We usually have the angel cards at the end. Okay, Heaven's Door, and I am beautiful. All right, there's another one they want. They want an affirmation. These are the everyday spirit guide affirmation cards. What do you want to share at this time, please, with the collective? Joy. Nice. Well, we like a bit of joy, don't we? Okay, let's have a look what's going on then. Where do you want me to start, please? So I'm talking to my team. I'm talking to you as well, but I'm talking to them. All right, so they want to start with this. Let's have a little look at this Heaven's Door. Okay, actually, I want to come up here and talk to you up here. All right, let's have a look at this Heaven's Door. You see this beautiful angel, this being of light, surrounded by the light, pointing to the door, Heaven's Door. Look at the light coming out of that doorway, and they're saying, go through the door, or go towards the door, and trust that there is something so beautiful there. Heaven is a place on earth, as Belinda Carlisle once sang. In my day, or I think in the 80s or 90s, but a long time ago. Absolutely right. Heaven is a place on earth. So what is heaven? What does it mean for us? It means a life that's beautiful, that's at ease, that's at peace, that's loving, that's kind, that's supportive, that feels really good. We can absolutely have that on earth. So we can focus, and we tend to focus on everything that's going wrong and everything that's challenging and everything that's hard and everything that's fearful, the opposite to heaven. So what they're suggesting is that you bring your attention into, how can I create my idea of heaven on earth? What is that to me? Can I find the joy in life? Let's come back down here and look at this joy. We've got the joy card. Time to celebrate. Don't worry, be happy. Smile. Can we find the joy in life? Can we find the beauty in life? I am beautiful. Right, why is it I am beautiful rather than a beautiful life? Well, when we see the beauty in ourselves, when we see I'm a beautiful soul, I'm a beautiful person, then I start to align with beauty within, and the outside world reflects it back to me. So we start to see beauty around us, in our environment, in the people, in circumstances. We start to see beauty everywhere. So Spirit want you to focus at this time, and whatever time that is that you're watching this, on where can I find the beauty in life. It might be that you're looking out at a rainy, miserable, grey day, which we get a lot of here in the UK at this time of year, and we stop seeing the beauty. Can we find it? Where can we find it? Can we see, well, that rain gives us the green grass, the lushness. It gives the land the water it needs after a dry summer. Can we see the beauty in the home that we have that's dry and warm? Where can we find the beauty and the joy? Where can we find the heaven on earth? Because generally we tend to always be looking for the spectacular and the amazing and the extraordinary, and that's where then it'll be beautiful. But can we find the beauty in the ordinary, in the mundane, in the boring? You know, I love boring. Having had a life for many decades that was extremely turbulent and dramatic, and I love boring. Nothing to report, because everything is stable. Boring means stable. I love stable. I'm an earth sign. But regardless of what sign you are, we all could do with a bit of stability. Can we find the joy in the mundane, in the ordinary? Let's allow ourselves to do that, because as we move to the tarot with that Four of Cups, this is a card of dissatisfaction and boredom and wanting more and wanting bigger, and yes, it's lovely to have goals and it's wonderful to set your sights on something, but don't put your joy into it. Right, let me explain. All right, so yes, I need to explain that. All right, we can set a goal and say that would be amazing. I would be so joyful if I had that. But if we're going to park our joy in it and not be joyful till we get it, then we're living a life that is not heaven, that is not joyful, that is not beautiful, because we've put it in the future, into that goal. Have the goal. And yes, we can put the beauty in there too, but find the beauty in today, in what you already have. See, this energy of the Four of Cups is, I want more. I've had things that didn't quite work out. There's been some disappointments. There's been some frustrations. Perhaps I've outgrown something and it feels stagnant. So can I find the joy in that? It's like, actually, this is a really good thing that I realize how bored I am, because I realize I want to grow. I want to expand. I need some oomph in my life. All right. So then we look at how can we create it from that place of beauty and heaven and joy. So what isn't working anymore? It might never have worked, or it did work and now it's not working. What can we do to bring more into it? Because this Four of Cups is rooted down by the Ten of Coins. Now, Ten of Coins is money, wealth, success, legacy, family inheritances, but it's much more than money. It's basically about abundance and connections and what's really important. So what is really important for you? And each of us have different ideas of what that is. For some of you, this is about money. You're looking at, I'm being offered a new cup here. Is it going to give me the wealth, the success, the legacy that I want? And if not, does that mean that I can't find any joy? But if we can turn that around and say, I'm finding the joy in what I have, and I'm okay with the fact I've outgrown it, because that shows that I've done a really good job growing, and now I'm ready for something more, and that excites me. And I'm going to focus on allowing that to grow and evolve and change and manifest. And it's exciting, but it doesn't have to be extraordinary. It doesn't have to be, something massive. We can find the joy in the little things. So we're aligning with this abundance of wanting more, but at the same time finding joy in what we have. Whether that's within your relationships, perhaps some of your relationships, family, partner, whoever, friendships have got a little bit stale, a little bit stagnant. Can we put some injection of some beauty and some joy into those to bring back some life into it, to give it some extra oomph? Can we do that? Because the old cycle is done, and it's all right to feel I've outgrown something. You might have seen the video I did on coming to the end of a 9-year, all right, a couple of weeks ago, that this end of 2025 is the end of a 9-year cycle. We finished it. We've outgrown it. Now in 2026, we're stepping into a 1-year, a new beginning. So the world here confirms this old cycle is finished. What are you hanging on to that is done, right? What are you looking at and saying, that doesn't do it for me anymore? It used to. I used to love this job and now I don't. I used to love that habit, that hobby, and now I don't. I need something more. And we love to learn and we love to grow. So what is it that I could create? Because I completely accept that this old energy is finished, and I'm ready to just let the tower fall on whatever it wants to fall on. The tower only falls on what is done, dusted, broken, cracked, knackered. It's You know, it's old stuff, it can go now, so that we can build something beautiful in its place. So we look at these 4 cards, this world with the Tower, moving into the Hermit and the Magician in a moment. We'll come on to those, but these are major arcana cards. These are talking about, this is such a huge significant time, the end of this 9-year cycle and the beginning of the new fresh start, the sowing the seeds of what I want to create next. But let's sow those seeds from a place of joy and beauty and creating our heaven on earth. And for you, that might be as small as I'm allowing my heart to open up a little bit more. I'm going to be a little bit kinder to people. I'm going to smile and say good morning to people when I'm out walking my dog or going for my newspaper or getting my coffee. I'm going to, what are you going to do? Have a little think about how you could bring a little bit more joy into your life. You might decide that every week you're going to get yourself some fresh flowers. You're going to bring a new pet, or, you know, some connection into your life in some way to bring you more joy. Whatever it is for you. This is something that absolutely wants to be created in the future, you're creating it now for it to manifest in the next days, the next weeks, the next months. But the old is done. So let's look at what's done. Let's allow the Tower to fall on what no longer serves you. Let's not be wistful about it. Wistful is the energy I'm getting here with this 4 of Cups. You know, wistfully looking at, that used to be so good. And it's just, what happened? You know, and we can all do that. You know, when I was young, it was much better. We can all do that. But it doesn't serve us. Let's let that go and instead say, let's let the Tower fall on what is finished and done. And let's step into this beautiful new energy that is being created right now. And I am part of that creation. We're moving into oneness. We're moving into ascension, higher energy, higher vibration. We're moving into more empowerment, more heart center. These 2 cards are about the I. The I, the number 1. The Hermit is self-reflection, self-awareness, contemplation, having a good old think about I. What do I want? What's important to me? What do I want to create for myself? And it's rooted down with the number 1, the Magician. This is the magic, the alchemy, the creator. He's there being able to create water out of wine, wine out of water, I mean, to be able to manifest and alchemize and create whatever you want to. So this is the time you're contemplating wistfully what's gone, what's not working, why it's not working, what's the legacy, what's the abundance, what's the joy and beauty I want to create in my life. And I'm allowing the closure of what needs to go, realizing that anything that was strong, aligned with you, for you, good for you, will still be standing when the Tower falls. Yeah, it falls on what's done. We let that go. We don't need that anymore. It's not part of our future. It was part of our past. We bless it, we thank it, and we move on. And we move on into this energy of I am focused on what is right for me going forward, what I want to create. And I want to create a life that is beautiful, that is joyful, that has this element of heaven within my existing world, life and day. This is what matters to me. This is what's important. All right? What's important? That's what it's all about for you. Let's have a final message from the unicorns. And we have 2. All the cards I use are linked below, by the way. We have caring community. Number 25, participate and belong, enrich your life. And number 10, access your gifts, explore your treasure chest, accept who you truly are. Isn't that beautiful? Just beautiful. The caring community, especially this time of year, the holiday season, just being friendly with our neighbours, pop round with a Christmas card, or, you know, just wishing them a happy holiday season, to allow, to participate, to belong, to spend time with others, connecting, enriches our life. When they're holding hands around the fire, when we connect with another, it's just, it grows the energy. It's beautiful, it's heart-centered, it's connected. And access your gifts. The treasure chest here, we've got musical instruments, we've got this beautiful dragonfly coming out, which represents illusion. Dragonfly is illusion. So, you know, are we truly accepting who we are? Accept who you truly are. Or are we trying to just please others, go with the narrative, go with the flow of what everybody expects, rather than actually, with that Hermit card, what is right for me? I choose me. Choosing you is basically what this message is for you at this time. Choose you, choose wisely, step into beauty and joy, and find your heaven in the everyday, boring, mundane, and create the joy within that that sparks fire and sparks energy and ideas and motivation, and from that new stuff comes. All right. So my beautiful collective, that is what I have for you for this little extra message over this weekend, whenever you find it is right for you. I hope it was helpful. Have a beautiful day. Sending you all much love. Take care. Bye bye.